alternative energies that don't pollute and have drastically reduced impacts on our environment. These types of energies can also be called renewable because their sources are virtually unlimited.
Alternate energy will not hurt the economy. People think that huge it will help eventually, but that big word eventually is what people fear. To buy a solar panel, that costs a lot more than a light bulb. But people don't realize when you have that solar power, you have free energy for the rest of your life.
Solar, like many of the other sustainable technologies, doesn't produce pollution. Secondly, it goes on forever. I mean, the majority of our energy supply only lasts as long as we can get fuel, and once the fuel supply dries up, our energy supply dries up. That's not true with solar. Again, as long as the sun keeps shining, you're going to be able to keep producing electricity. So it's clean and it's renewable because it doesn't depend on a finite resource. And then solar has two additional advantages. One is that it's peaking capacity, which means solar produces the most energy when you most need it, which is those hot, sunny afternoons when everybody turns their air conditioner on. That's when the grid is at its most stressed peak, and that's also when solar is producing the most. And then secondly, it's distributed, which means you're putting these solar systems embedded out in the grid where the energy is used. So you're producing the energy very close to where you use it.
So how does solar work? Well, we start at the sun, the source of all life on Earth. 93 million miles away, the sun emits light which is, in essence, pure energy. 8 minutes later, when it arrives on Earth, it bounces right off the surface, unless, of course, it hits a solar panel. A solar panel absorbs the energy of the light and converts it to electricity that we can use, without emitting one particle of CO2. When you look at it, it really is this simple. You can't put a coal or oil-fired power plant on your roof, but you can put a solar panel. This means that you can put solar panels almost anywhere.
So each one of them is about 1.5 megawatts. They sit 261 feet in the air to the nose of it. They're fully automatic. I mean, they will turn, if the wind direction here turns, the top part will turn also. They all come from different places. The towers came from Montreal. The blades were in West Virginia, the nose cones in Florida, and the nacelle was in Texas. They've been available, which means like even that one's available right now. 99% of the time, 98% of the time. This one here is a little slow. It's only at like 92% available. But as far as wind condition goes, they've been running practically flat out.
So we're going to save this year roughly, it's expected, $1,000 a day, $365,000 this calendar year. That will increase over time as electric rates go up.